So welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald, where last time we surfed around, making a giant circle around the region almost twice, getting a bunch of new items and, well, finding new trainers. And this time, I made our way over by Mr. Briny, not for any boat trips or anything, because we can't even take them anymore, but we have the newfound ability of Surf. That means we have a lot of routes to go and explore that are completely, well, submerged in water. As you can see, I bought some repels. I also took the time to get some timer balls. Yeah, I did buy some timer balls and some great balls in case we need to catch things in the future, but right now we don't need to. So, let's head off to the waters. So here's the nice thing about water. You don't really run into new things out in the water, at least when it comes to Pokemon. But the bad thing is there are a metric crap ton of trainers, all of which who are using water types, so Soul is not going to be helpful. Also, I did switch out our Why Not for Star, so there you go. That name's going to be so freaking difficult to say. Hello, Meryl, level 26. So needless to say, these routes are going to serve as your basically good grinding routes, because a lot of people will say, it's like, well, there's a big level jump from here to the next gym. It's like, that's if you don't fight all the trainers, and, well, you have all these water routes that are completely optional, so I understand people skipping them, but even still. Level up on Nova. Let's go to Zenith. There we go. Weirdly enough, almost all of our Pokemon are fully evolved. I think actually Soul and Nova are the only ones that aren't evolved. Then again, there's still one more member out there that we haven't seen yet, and we'll meet them in the future. Not anytime soon, mind you, but hey, you never know. Fight me, man! Just identical, nothing really to say there. There's Pokemon that's higher level than me. I forgot about this. Water has a tendency to have level 30 Pokemon for some reason. It's actually very good for grinding purposes if you need to grind, but yeah, water for some reason has way higher level Pokemon. Like, this Tentacle didn't even die to a spark. Please don't poison me. Actually, I don't think this can poison yet now. Just quick attack, get out of here. I'm just killing it for the XP at this point. 450. Yeah, it's not bad for grinding. So we have more trainers out here. There's a hiker. I'm wondering if I can take him out with Soul, because I really want Soul to get a level so I don't have to worry about Soul as much on these water routes. Hey, he has just a Sandshrew. I will gladly take it. Also, this sandy background I love a lot. I don't know why. It's very simple with the backgrounds that they use for the battles in this game. It's not like modern games where you actually see the area that you're currently in, but there was a charm with these older backgrounds. I don't know, very artistic, especially in Platinum and Heart Gold and all of them in the Gen 4 games. They were very cool. Sand Slash. I guess I'll just stay in. Sand Slash is kind of scary. And Slash. Yeesh. Magnitude 8! Getting high rolls on these magnitudes. I am going to be so glad once we eventually get Earthquake on you, Soul, because we don't have to worry about... Okay, is this going to... Wow, you really should have done Magnitude there. I think I'm just going to switch to freaking Nebula, because it's just going to piss me off. Alright. Go over to Nebula. In which case, I really need to find a hell item for you, buddy, but... We haven't seen a Miracle Water yet, so... Or Mystic Water. I keep calling it Miracle Water. I'm combining Miracle Seed with Miracle... Mystic Water with Miracle Seed, and I'm just creating a whole new thing. Yay, level 31, thank God. I don't have to worry about you, and you're learning Amnesia. Sharply raises special defense. You're not much of a special tank. I'd rather you just have full-on offense. Alright, that makes me feel better that I don't have to worry about Soul as much. Let's go over to Zenith, because now Zenith is the lowest member on the party. Oh god, yeah, so these routes are kind of tricky to go and explore on, because there's a lot of hidden items and such. Along with that, there's these random islands that it's kind of hard to go and explore, because you don't really know where they're at due just to how zoomed in the screen is. So, It's kind of awkward. It reminds me a lot of the water routes leading over to Cianwood back in Johto, but I digress. Into which I say, like, yeah, there's a lot of water in this, but I would almost argue that the Gen 2 games had a lot worse of it, because in Johto, you had the whole rigmarole of going from Olivine City all the way to Cianwood, which was several routes just of water, and never mind the fact of Whirl Islands. Hello, Whalmer. And then, once you get to Kanto, you have to go all the way from Pallet Town all the way over to Cinnabar Island, and then there's also from Cinnabar Island with the route leading all the way back to, I think it's Fuchsia? I'm starting to remember my Pokemon geography here. But I digress. My point is, there's a lot of freaking water in that game, too. Ooh, this island. Are you kidding me? That time it was a level 31 tentacle. What is with these tentacles and wanting to kick my ass? I have, like, no healing. Well, I have super potions. Really need to buy some things. I'm just really stingy with money. So, yeah, come on! Can I go 2 sentences without running into a level 31 tentacle? Jesus, I hate my life. Well, the game thought it was funny to pit me up against a level 32 tentacle, so I guess it was right in the fact that it wasn't level 31. Anyways, learning Roar. No, that just forces a switch on the Pokemon. I don't care for it. So, at least we won't run into level 30 tentacles, and we have these 2. I'm gonna put on Nebula and Nova, I think. We'll see how this goes. Something I forgot to mention, Surf only hits the opposing party. It does not do the whole hit your partner thing. That wasn't a thing until Gen 4, so I just want to demonstrate it right here. I completely forgot about that. That's why Surf is so OP in this game when it comes to double battles, because it doesn't hit your partners, which is ridiculously strong. And Surf is just awesome for its on its own as well. So, anyways, I'll meet you guys at the end of this fight. Easy fight, easy life, and a number from the hiker, or Ruin Maniac. So right here is a big pearl, very well hidden one. So there's that. And then I want to see, there's one, I have in my notes specific islands and stuff that has hidden things, and I think I fought you already? Yes, I did. Okay. So there's a smaller island, I think directly south of this one with the trees. So I'm hoping I can find it, because there's something... No, I don't need a super potion. I'm hoping I can find something kind of unique. Well, not unique. It's a good item. Hello, random trainer. Hey, Carvana. I think we fought one of these way back with Team Aqua at Slateport's museum. But, hey, if you need to see another Carvana, here you go. I mean, we haven't really come across these things too often. Oh, trust me, we will in the future. There's gonna be a million of these Carvanas. And you can really see the true power of having Shockwave on a freaking Pelipper. It is stupid. Okay, so I think it's this island right here. Yeah, Hidden Heart Scale right here. Very nice indeed. So, continuing on, there's really, I think, only 2 more trainers. Oh, there's an item over here. I didn't even see this. Iron. Well, I'll take it. So we'll just keep on going south. Eventually, we won't have to go and worry about surfing around these routes just to get back to Dewford. Most of this is just getting back to Dewford. Route 106. I believe there's only 2 trainers here. Level up on Nebula to level 32. In which case, I am switching to Nova, I think? I can never remember the evolution levels of all the starters because they kind of change for the most part. I think Nova evolves in 1 more level? I want to say she does. Or is it? I think Nova's a he. I can't remember who's a she and who's a he. Isn't even split in Soul Silver. I think it was like 3 dudes to 3 girls. In this, it's like the majority of everybody's a dude. So it doesn't really matter. The only thing it matters for is attraction stuff, but it's still interesting. There goes Whalmer. You can already see what the HP scrolling on that Whalmer. It has a lot of HP. and that thing can evolve. So over here is a protein. You might recognize this route a little bit because, well, we couldn't hop over to get that item before. Further on, and there goes the repel. Oh, I love normal repels. So further on, yeah, we're back to this place. We're basically back to Dewford, which is awesome. So, back to Dewford. Let's go heal real quick. There's something here I want to go and get now that we've gotten a few badges. Back to the Dewford Hall. For there is this guy, I think. For me, Sludge Bomb is at the peak of popularity. It's the one. Huh? You're telling me that you don't know about Sludge Bomb? That's outright pitiful. I'll give you one. TM36, which is Sludge Bomb. I love Sludge Bomb, but Pokemon with the move Well Commemorates are into... God, no, not this again. Sludge Bomb is probably one of the best poison-type moves for any poison types. It's a very strong physical poison-type move that can deal, well, poison. It's really, really nice. Is that my repel still going? No, it's not. Okay. So now we have these other routes to go and explore. Oh, the trainers. Just a Wingull and a Goldeen, nothing really to say there. God. Okay, this is where I will start saying some critiques when it comes to the Gen 3 games, at least the Hoenn games. It's one thing when there's a bunch of water. It's another thing when there's a crap ton of trainers in said water. They load up all of these water routes with so many trainers. They did it in Gen 2 as well. Well, those routes going from Olivine City to, well, Cianwood, there's like 10 or 15 trainers just in those routes. And they really loaded up in this game, so I think it's less of a problem of too much water and more of a problem of too many freaking trainers in said water. And you do not evolve yet. Okay, so it must be, I think, 34? It's either 34 or 36, because that's usually the pattern for starter Pokemon. Alright, let's go to Zenith. And continue on our journey. Okay, there's a double fight up there and another fight down there. Let's go to Orion. So yeah, when it comes to water routes, I am going to be a lot more on the Skippy front when it comes to, well, trainers in the water, because there are so many trainers in the water. If I showed every single one of them, we would take an entire episode just to get through one route. So that's why I'm not showing every single one of it, because it gets freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I'll meet you guys when this fight's over as well. Just those two Pokemon to deal with, and you got this guy as well. Must have drifted off to sleep? How? How do you... Okay, I don't understand how people can sleep on the surface of the water. How? I'd be so terrified of sinking. Like, or not really sinking, but, you know, like accidentally getting flipped over while you're passed out, and then all of a sudden you're drowning. Like, ugh, no. I don't even have hydrophobia or anything, or I guess the other one of being, what's it called? Thalassophobia? Which is basically being afraid of really giant things in the water. In which case, sorry for those people who have that fear and also play Subnautica. But, yeah, I don't have any of that fear. But, I mean, I don't know. I've just never been into beaches and stuff like that, man. Every time I go to a beach, I get severely ill. It sucks. And don't even start going after me like, you didn't use the right friggin' sunscreen. It's not even the sunscreen, man. The water just makes me sick. Not like I'm drinking it, but still. I don't know why I just complained about beaches that entire fight. Anyways, continuing. Oh my god. Jeez, there's so many trainers. I'll meet you guys after this one's finished, because there's just too many to show on screen. Interestingly, one of them has a Staryu. We haven't seen this Pokemon yet. It's a very, very good Pokemon. I recommend it. Well, we can't catch it just yet, but we will eventually. I highly recommend it at this early on. So, anyways, skipping the fight. After all that, please. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're at least at 108. There's something for the silver lining. Thankfully, she just had a Goldeen. Like, that's the thing I'm kind of getting with these fights as well. I only show things if there's something interesting, and 90% of these fights have nothing interesting. I'm just one-shotting them with Zenith, with Spark. So, I might as well show this fight since I'm just talking, but that's my biggest critique when it comes to Pokemon Emerald, and I guess by extension Ruby and Sapphire. the water routes aren't bad because of the water. They're bad because they have a million trainers in them, and it takes you like half an hour just to get through one route of it. It gets ridiculous. It gets kind of tiring after a while. So I'm hoping that for you guys it's a bit entertaining, especially since I'm skipping a lot of these fights. So, okay, that has to be a hidden item. That's too obvious. No, it's not. Wow, okay. Back to the surf. And I need to switch a Pokemon out because Zenith is level 32. Star found something out in the waters. What'd you get, buddy? An antidote. I'll take it. More the merrier. So we have this boat here. Boat. Welcome to the abandoned ship. Thankfully, there's no Pokemon that will try to go and murder your face, so... This place is interesting. It's empty. There's some trainers here. Abandoned ship is very much an optional place. You don't have to ever come here. And what on earth would it compel you to come here? There's things, man. Now, I will note for right now, there's nothing... Well, that's not true. There are some things we can do. We can't fully explore this place just yet, but we can get some pretty coveted things. So, for right now, I'm just gonna do... Actually, I'm gonna fake out the Whalmer, and then I'm gonna do Magnitude. I love fake out so much, man. On Orion, it's so stupid. So thankfully, these trainers shouldn't be too bad. There's not many trainers on this place either, so that's why I'm a bit more compelled to just go and show this off. Oh, the Zigzagoon's almost dead. And what else do you have? Horsey! That's a bit of a more rare Pokemon. Thank God it's not a Dragon type just yet, because that would suck. Alright, Vital Throw you. I'm just gonna, Ember the Zigzagoon, I guess. Thankfully, Horsey's not terrifying yet, but its evolutions will make it terrifying. Yeesh. Thankfully, it doesn't have its ability of Sniper yet, like it does in Gen 4. That's part of the reason why Claire's freaking Kingdra is so ridiculously destructive is because of Sniper. Alright, Vital Throw. That should probably one-shot the Horsey. I'm not worried about this thing at all. I'm just surprised that person had it. Hey. Alright, and then let's... I don't want to physically attack this thing, so Strength. I don't have a choice. I mean, if it kills it without being paralyzed, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Orion. So there are a few things we can go and collect within the abandoned ship. But again, we can't go and explore everything just yet. Ships of this sort are rare, so I'm taking a look around. There appears to be other cabins. Interesting, huh? So quite a bit of cabins. For one, got ourselves harbor mail. And to which I say, you're getting tossed immediately because mail does nothing in this game. Freaking stupid. I guess you didn't have to buy that harbor mail back in Slateport, but you would have had to wait a long time just to do that. Is there anything in here? Is this taking us back into... That takes us back into this room. Okay. Isn't it fun here? I get excited just being here. Do your parents know that you're in an abandoned ship? Not the balls. Oh, hey, it's the rotating boy himself of Spheal. I was gonna skip this fight, but this guy had an interesting Pokemon. Spheal is awesome, and it's gonna be a while before we can ever actually catch this thing on our own. Interestingly, it's part Ice-type, the first Ice-type we've seen of freaking Hoenn, and one of the very few Ice-types that actually originate from Hoenn. Yeah, while Gen 4 may have problems, well, at least, oh god, you're sitting out of choke. I just remembered. Okay. Well, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum may have problems of not having any fire types. Hell, even Heart Gold, Soul Silver has that problem a little bit. This game absolutely has it when it comes to Ice-type Pokemon. There are very, very few Ice types, and even fewer Dragon types at that matter, too. Which may be a good thing, because Dragons can be kind of terrifying, but I digress. Just kidding, this is a joke. I'm just warning for that factor, because if you're wanting to use an Ice type, we're not going to be seeing them for quite a while. So that's you done. Let's go switch over to Soul. Now Soul's back to having to get back up to level 32 or everybody else. Door is locked. Storage is painted on the door. Interesting. Yay, it's a ship. Where are your parents, kid? So in here, have ourselves a dive ball that works better on Pokemon that can go underwater. Basically just water Pokemon. This is a perfect place to go exploring. It's exciting here. I bet there's amazing treasures on board. I guess everybody's just fine with looting an abandoned ship. They're screaming a lot of alarm bells in my head, personally. Got ourselves an escape rope. I don't want to know the implications of this room with having an escape rope, just saying. In here, interesting looking water that we can't do anything about. And in here is this guy. It's empty. I'm getting queasy just being on board this ship. And it's not even moving, but ew. I mean, there always has to be one guy puking into a trash can in this game. Did you export this? Oh yeah, that's where you were, buddy. Heading up the stairs. You got I didn't even know you existed, little kid. Just a Meryl that Soul absolutely nuked with magnitude 9. Oh, that's unfortunate for me. Just, hello, trainers. A Sand Slash and a Meron also, Soul damn near killed Orion, because for some reason, Soul landed a critical on just Orion, and on nothing else. Gotta love it. Oh, and of course you're the chunky one, so you take a lot more HP to recover. So over here is a revive. Pretty nice. There's some more items, though. Nothing in the trash can. There's 2 people here. I guess we're fine with fighting them. That was cute. They had an Volbeat and an Illumise. Not too bad. I think those guys got changed up in auras. I think one of them had a Ralts and the other one had a Stabber or something. I can't remember. So up here is something more interesting. Have yourself a storage key. That's where we can go and grab that for the storage. I'm investigating this ship on behalf of Captain Stern. He also asked me to find a scanner, but I haven't had any success. Keep that in mind for later. So with the scanner in hand, we can go and explore what that storage room is. Or the scanner, not the scanner in hand, what am I saying? The storage key. Was that this room? Insert and turn the storage key. Keys stuck fast. In here is TM13 Ice Beam. Very much worth it. There's only one of those in this entire game without using the game corner, and it's so worth it. Personally, I'm going to be saving it for something very vital later on. But with that all done, we only have the rest of this route leading back to Slateport, and really there's not much of this route left. I don't even think there's any more trainers, but I'm going to end things off here for convenience sake. So, next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're heading back to Slateport to do more things that we can do with Surf. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.